y'all. Today is my channel. Today we're going to talk about read-a-thons, and I've done 3 read-a-thons this month, back to back. So I am finally done, and I'm going to tell you what I read and how many pages I read every day. So the first read-a-thon was the hashtag year-a-thon, read-a-thon, and that month for me was finishing series. So I've read 2 full books and half a book. So I read this book, which is called What My Mother Doesn't Know by Sonia Stones, and I read this whole thing. This is in verse, and this is about, this point of view is in the point of view of Robin. And Robin's a guy, and he's got the girlfriend named, please put him in. I don't remember his girlfriend's name right now, but yeah, I think it's Sophie or Sophie or something. And this is such a good book. A lot of people don't like this book, and I guess it's because it's told in a boy's point of view, but I really liked it because it was not like, you know, obsessed with love. It's more like, you know, realistic, where you have, it talks about sex in here. It's very grown up almost, and I really like that, because not always, you know, girls sometimes dream about love, but they don't know what, you know, really kind of how guys are, and this is kind of the truth behind that. And he's like young, so he's like maybe 14, I believe, or 15. Yeah, so yeah, it's really, really amazing. I gave this, I don't know what I gave this, but I'll tell you about it in my wrap-up. So this is the first book I finished, and this one I finished on day 1. Then I started Mockingjay. And Mockingjay is the 3rd book in this by Suzanne Collins in the Hunger Games trilogy, which consists of the Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and this is the last book. This book I read on day 1 I read 16 pages. Day 2 I read 121 pages. Day 3 I read 128 pages. Day 4 I read 125 pages. And then, you know, I was done with the Mockingjay. And Mockingjay is about a, it's basically about Katniss, and after, like, kind of the impact of, like, cause and effect, about, like, the effect of the Hunger Games and, like, the war, and, like, kind of, I mean, the effect on the Hunger Games had on her, and then of the rebellions and stuff. So this is a really, really good book. It's got so much stuff in here that's really good, and I absolutely loved it. So then day 5 of the read-a-thon, or whatever, year-a-thon, I read Conspiracy Game, and this book is by Christine Fian, and I don't really, like, love or hate this book. The first half, it does have action, but it has, like, mostly, like, sex scenes in here. So, yeah, this is an adult novel, and these are kind of about these people who work under, like, the secret agent governments and stuff, and it's just really interesting. They all have powers, and they're all, like, superhumans, so they're, like, people that got experiments made on them, and then obviously, like, you know, got turned. This one I read on day 5, I read 109 pages. Day 6 I read 51 pages, and day 7 I read 67 pages, and the total page count for the year-a-thon was 908 pages, which I've read 1,000 pages before, and a year-a-thon, and just don't pick all that short books. Like this one was pretty long. Well, it was 300 something pages, but it took me forever. So that was like half of the book right there. Then I went and decided to do the Bout-of-books read-a-thon. Thought that I could finish this one and maybe start, obviously, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. So I started this one on Sunday, and this one was from Sunday to Sunday. I just decided to do it Sunday through Sunday because it was Bout-of-books, and I didn't want to kind of take a break, which was a mistake, but whatever. So on Sunday I read 52 pages, Monday I read 50 pages, and then I was done with this book. And as you say, I'm very questionable about this book. Okay, the next book that I picked up on Tuesday, I read the last 8 pages of Conspiracy. On Tuesday I picked up Harry Potter, and I only read 2 pages of this. I didn't read that much. Bout-of-books was really a slow reading week for me, even though I just didn't want to read. I don't know why. On Wednesday I read Harry Potter, I read 14 pages. On Thursday I read 34 pages. On Friday I read 67 pages. On Saturday I read 43 pages. And on Sunday I read 48 pages. And I was like 200 pages in, so I was like 208. So let me just find it just to make sure, show you guys. So I was like this way through, like that way through, not even half or anything. So it's like 3/4 of the way through. And this week that week total page count was 318 pages total. And I really enjoyed this book. But when I was reading it, I was reading the slow parts in the beginning, so yeah. Then the last read-a-thon I decided to do was Reagan's read-a-thon. Just a random ass read-a-thon. You could read anything you wanted, and it didn't matter how much page count. So on Monday, I continued with this. On Monday, I read 40 pages. Tuesday, I read 65 pages. Wednesday, I read 50 pages. Thursday, I read 70 pages. Friday, I read 102 pages. And Saturday, I read 30 pages. And on Sunday, I read 40 pages. And Monday, today, I read 87 pages. So, in the total of this, which I didn't recalculate, man, I suck. I didn't recalculate it all. So let's recalculate now. 40 plus 65 plus 50 plus 70 plus 102 plus 30 plus 40 plus 87. And that one was 484 pages. So I definitely read a lot in the beginning of the month, and I kind of dimmered down. And obviously I'm going to be finishing this tomorrow because I only have 2 more chapters, and it got really good, and I'm probably going to rate this a 4 out of 4. I don't know yet. Probably going to be 4 out of 4. So yeah. And I hope y'all have a great day, and look forward to another video from me tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great day, and bye-bye.